I still feel like Spirit can be able to hold there, and I still want to see Spirit taking this one. I think they will lose out on Mirage, but map 2, map 3, that should be all theirs. Pistol rounds going live with Chopper, immediately kicking things off by dealing with Victor, kicking off with the opening kill. Dreamer can turn it back in against the likes of Patsi, at least get it to a 4 versus 4, and magixx and Dreamer go back and forth in a 3-on-3 scenario. 2 players down at Dark, and magixx lands all the headshots. SDY cleans up the last. Control gotta be wary of that connected position, but now he's got teammates there to try and support it. The Orb shot connects some damage. Flick on towards REDSTAR. That's a fantastic start for him on the Orb, but Hard gets that trade immediately. Dreamer caught off, backs turned towards the FAMAS here towards Dark. Chopper gets a trade involved, looks for a secondary kill. Mirz at the bail him out. Han's low HP, and Mirz M4 comes up clean. Dreamer 1v3. He gets that first kill, but no more than that. And a
bit of a play in from window. Dreamer's alone out from the ramp position. The bomb's going to come back in, but Chopper's just going to get flashed in. Doesn't quite see him. At least Dreamer finds the trade back. Does he miss the timing? Sees the player in con.
Just that misses out the chance to get a kill though. REDSTAR's allowed a kill. Actually, Patsi kills himself with a Molotov. Bubble goes back here against the AWP as Victor has fallen in trade. A 3 versus 2 bomb. They're going to get him planted open. It's best to plant it a bit further away from the CT spawn. The gun barrel of the AWP might be seen. The taps forward of magixx. Giving up his angle, but not getting a kill and not getting killed off of his own right. The CTs will continue to aggress, and Mir gets bubbled, wrapping that corner. REDSTAR the 3, Dreamer at 100 HP. 2v2 situation. They've got to deal with Dreamer up close first and foremost. The connector player might be the insurance policy. Dreamer in such a risky angle. If he gets detected, if he gets killed off, and no, he gets picked up. Gets magixx instead. Turn around from REDSTAR, doubles up of his own right. Molotov on magixx, not going to utilize the smoke that he has. A flashbang, excuse me, so you can't even utilize the smoke, but I dodge with that from Mars. I know exactly where he is in that corner. Han drops in, gets the spray together, and Dreamer can follow suit on Mir. And these B takes have been deadly as anything for Fiend. Spirit, very weak B-side defense.
Yeah, something's got to change at B in terms of the...
And it all comes down to that B defensive. I think now that they know it's the weaker side, Fiend can just continue hitting this and just... Looking up with the M4 of Chopper, evading Bubble just by the skin of his teeth. As the foot steps and tries to adjust to the man, but Bubble wins that fight regardless and now gets the man advantage for Fiend on the early face.
Ortville duel out for the apartments. Does get one by SDY, so there's a bit of a response back. Bubble, can he follow up? Mir, oh, great adjustment. Now the man advantage floats back in favor of Spirit.
A bit awkward from his own part. Didn't see the man. The M4 adjustment just barely comes up together. 4 versus 3 with Patsi on the backstab. Oh, REDSTAR is checking it somehow. What? How did he read that?
Oh my goodness, that's so insane. And now for the A players, at least they've got a bit of a stack going, but Dreamer's missed the timing.
Mark spray through Dreamer, gets a kill back. Dreamer doubles up as well. Not even Mir can handle him. And now it's all SDY with the AWP in his hands. 1v2 clutch set, no kits, trying to go for the wallbangs on Dreamer's part. If only he had a nade. Only he could put that back behind. Dane just sees the headshot of REDSTAR. That's a 1 versus 1. Dreamer so close to position. USP could get a kill. So face around the corner, sees his man, and holds the triple to just save Spirit the 6th.
SDY chucks the NWP, and that pulls the attention for Dreamer towards the left-hand side of triple. A great clutch coming through for Sumdar Young. Dreamer, I don't know how he flicked off.
Bounce it away, and it will dip down in against Patsi, force him upstairs. He was thinking of diving back down, but now Victor's seen the man, gets the headshot in immediately. Doubles up towards Chopper on the site, but SDY and Chopper have got a couple of kills back to return with 3 versus 3. Bomb plant does go down the other side of default, and the backstab set in for Mir could end this whole thing. They're not checking it. They are now, for the Bulgarians, again overwhelming Spirit, despite their best efforts. Recipe set in for Spirit here for this next round. SMG for magixx does jump around the corner, get one player to drop, and SDY follows suit on REDSTAR. The apartments, he falls in a 5 versus 3 situation. Spirit found a way in.
And this is an excellent turnaround for the Eco. They found a great couple of early advantages. There is a con position being worked in by the T side. A is relatively undefended for the most part on these rotations, but Spirit, they've got a 5-on-3.
SMG close to magixx, gets bubble, doubles up on Victor, continuing to spray through the smoke, and now it's a 1v5 for Han. Wraps the corner, might catch his man, but misses his shot. Quadra for magixx. Goes right up close towards T-side player over at ramp, AWP of SDY. Better be ready for this. They're going to charge their way in. Good shot on the first chopper, dealt with by Bubble. Orp can't find an angle to work with the players in the back line. Han's going to wait for rotations here towards mid. Will he be detected? No, he won't. And Patsi will fall on rotate, but at least magixx trades it 3v3.
They still haven't got that bomb down, and even SDY out from CT just going to try and put nades down towards the site. Follow-up damage coming in.
All sorts of util thrown out there from CT spawn, but none of them get the kills. None of them deny the bomb plant. Still working in with both of these ops for the retake. A flank involved as well for Han. Can he cut off rotations here from magixx? He may be required to do so from underpass. Smoke on the bomb. Flash going over. Swing back. magixx getting caught by Han. Now they're not quite on the bomb just yet. They're going to wait for their opportunity, and still the kills come in for Bubble. Dealing with the A side, but again, they're going towards this B play, which has been the most successful play for them so far. Bubble out of the gate. magixx going to hold down here on the B side. Going to get overwhelmed. Han and Victor with those two picks. Victor doubles up. And again, the B side just capitulates under the pressure. Fiend, one last hurrah into this half to get the B site here. I don't see any real sort of way they fight back from this. At least Patsi gets one exit frag, but Chopper about to run right into the hands of REDSTAR. Easy execution kill. And Patsi, well, yeah, this is off the table.
Jeez, it is fun to watch their B-side takes, isn't it? Just how quick some of those entries come in, how quickly they overwhelm the side. Instant couple.
Seems so. Here they come. Han with the USP has several to find. Sees that headshot immediately. Deals with Patsi. Dreamer can't quite get magixx, unfortunately, but that's what Han is there for. Great shot and perfect heads being landed by every single bullet. REDSTAR and the second player is also coming up to support it here. Taps through from mid, dealt with by Bubble next on his headshot. Found Han. Missing bullets against Chopper, but Chopper is going to get traded regardless here. 1v3 for SDY. And does find flank. Get one headshot involved towards the likes of REDSTAR. Bombs on his back, so could go for a rotate if he can find his way out of the site, but really committed towards his B play. He's got to fight. He's got to get both of these kills, isolate them individually, but peeks into both on the left-hand side. Spirit now 2 in the lead, and taking an eco in this one to go for the palace dive, the waterfall out. Get that bomb plant in, get the extra money bonus. Martis spraying through on Victor and Han, getting kills between them. The bomb plant will just about be secured here, so there's extra money to work with here on the T-side line, but no casualties taken by Fiend. The only real thing that Spirit were looking for there has been achieved, so eco cleanup, 8 to the board, guns out early for the T's.
Yeah, they can be happy with that. Nade just sailing in slightly too late there for the City side. Victor
on into the CT spawn. They're just going to concede that plant, try go for the retake after the fact, so they'll get some extra money. Swing out from Victor, who's accounted for by Chopper. magixx gets a secondary kill. Han gets involved, but he's traded all the same, and Chopper can double up on towards Dreamer. Bubble gets one good frag, but I think he's out of the round.
Even gets caught off. That is a very, very well for a bit of an A-split potential, and for Fiend, they're just running out of nades at this point.
Okay, ready for Bubble, gets his first pick. magixx there for the response. Right up close and personal. The AWP could start leaning in from the ticket booth. He's going to opt against it though. Smokes come down towards top con. None towards CT though. They've got to deal with Han. They've got to deal with Victor. Dinked up. REDSTAR still comes up with a kill back outside of the connector control. Dreamer follows suit on Patsi. So didn't account for the backstabs and didn't account for the rotations here for Fiend. The smoke came in a little bit too late. And now Chopper trying to recover a position. SDY will get the bomb down here, and Dreamer knows that he's so far aggressed as SDY gets cleaned up. Chopper gets discovered, and Fiend find the retake.
Oh, that was a very, very good counterplay in from Fiend. We saw the way in which Han's maybe not playing with as much confidence as he normally does. He actually fell back quite passive towards CT spawn. He's getting dinked up. He's getting mollied.
Round the difference here. Oh, REDSTAR just seeing Mirror at the gap and a smoke. Perfect headshot. Opens up with the AK. Spirit, of course, on the force invest in this round. They know that Fiend took a lot of damage in that previous. There's a chance that they could still work in a reset, and that could be everything for Spirit to turn the tide back in their favor. Going for the fast BXC, and well, it's dealt with by Dreamer. REDSTAR flashed out entirely blinded, but not checked. The Molotov was assumed to extend all the way, and everyone falls apart for Spirit. Patsi, 1v4, ace clutch up for him. He gets that second kill. Bomb dropped on the site. He's got time to work with, and he's isolating picks. Oh, he's got a quadra. Patsi, the silent assassin all game. Is he going to assassinate all of Fiend so far in this? 25 points of HP. Needs to get this headshot in against the AWPer. Han's heard his footsteps, finds the angle. Man's been seen. Oh, the spray's not good enough though. 22 points of health for Han. And the Glock coming out sees him. Han still wins the fight. And just Pre-firing corners. And looking onto short. They've got a player in ladder room for Dreamer though. Smoked up here. He still sees Magisk. Still gets the frag on him. The nade out towards Mira as well will just be evaded on most of the damage here. One player at market now seeing the burst 5 for Patsi. Trying to play entry as Dreamer actually strikes back here at ladder. No one accounted for him to press the issue. Mir gets a trade on the 3 versus 3. But now he's got to be the man to pick the bomb up and plant it. Meanwhile towards mid. Chopper catches REDSTAR. So it's an advantage for Spirit.
Oh, they deny the bomb for going down. SDY, though, gets a couple of kills.
The duels being one out effective by the likes of the Spirit side. Fiend have still found themselves in control of this one. Mir gets both the kills out of mid. How did he find Bubble there? Is he going to get a triple? Yes, he is. Dreamer can dream on. Victor and REDSTAR. Last couple players left. REDSTAR scouts it out towards the sniper's nest. Caught by Mir with a spray. Doesn't get the kill for it. But one man left out towards CT. Dealt with by Patsi. And REDSTAR's going to grab the AWP and run for it.
And that's probably one of those rounds where you just go fair play. Yeah, you're going to have rounds where you sit there and say, oh, we did this wrong. There was a mistake here, a mistake there. But Mir just destroyed them. Just absolutely wrecked them with that last one. And REDSTAR's just going to get hunted. There should be no way in which this AWP gets saved in. Mir with a quadro overall. What a...
Still going to push forward to the smoke, or at least he considers it. Looks out towards short instead. Doesn't see Mir, does see Chopper. Eventually trying to transfer back towards Mir, but it's a trade back at the AK to a 4 versus 4. SDY low. Crossfire hell with the M4. Patsi deals with Dreamer. Looks for REDSTAR on magixx part. And it's a 4v2 with a retake on for Fiend.
Oh, they know where Hard is. They don't know about the information of Victor, but he's already given it away. Swing comes back out for magixx. And just some of the crosshair placement is just such a joy to look at for Spirit. The way in which they're isolating some of these duels, the way in which they've got confidence. They're even going to hunt down the M4, getting aggressive out. Patsy's going to be able to deal with Hard.
He's not taking face. He expects there to be more mid-presence. Han. See the utility coming in, does focus on a kill to Patsi, so 4 versus 4, and the T's press on down at dark. Victor gets dealt with by magixx, and now it's Han to try and stop the plant, to set up for the retake here, and even he falls back.
Oh, they're just so passive. SDY, what a shot into Dreamer. And for Han and REDSTAR, they've got to try and come out from CT. 30 seconds left on the clock. The bomb's still not yet planted.
We'll get up here, though. Got to go for a wallbang shot. Someone's got to try to deny it here for the walls. They're going to press the issue, and REDSTAR gets away with 1 frag, but only one is traded. Han taking damage, and SDY on the boost box gets his kill together and maintains it at 16-11 for the 8-map series, 8-map day here at the Pinnacle Cup. It's Pistol going live immediately to get Spirit into the site, and engagements from Han will only get 1 frag. Bubble can trade a couple back of his own right, so 3 versus 3 involved here for the CT side. So many players around position. Dreamer and Victor will get a couple of kills to get their own frags back, and it's all left to SDY, overwhelmed by Dreamer's headshot and feet.
But for Spirit, they're going to attempt it, but it's going to be a very tough task.
I should already scout out. Good flick to SDY. Lands that tag, and eventually the headshot will come through as well. REDSTAR peeking out a goose. Drops a secondary kill back. magixx can turn it in with a Tech 9 involved. The FAMAS of Victor swings back. Does get overwhelmed by Chopper and magixx. So 2 versus 2 with a bomb plant that will be secured here. Tapped once. No second HE on 1 HP here for magixx. So there's money gained at the very least here. But what more can they do?
This is a very expensive round, and with the FAMAS being picked up, you've got to imagine on low HP, it needs to be an instant kill.
Mars watching, turned away from Bubble. Coming up closer here. Dink off does come through for the USP, and now the scout with it all to do. Sees the head of the first man. Face back in. Flicks involved. 13 HP for Chopper now being seen by both of the CT individuals, and eventually Dreamer will get that kill, so the defuse will be coming through here for Fiend. Team Ace involved for all the CT players. But again, Spirit, Eco with a bomb plant. The smoke's coming down here for the Spirit camp. Flashes coming over. Now the entries, counter flash allow him to peek forward. Han sees one with the AWP, gets caught on that flashbang. magixx gets 2 deagle shots. REDSTAR at least gets a couple of trades involved. And magixx with his 3K opens up a line for the bomb to get planted here.
Another really expensive eco coming through for Spirit. Fiend are both going to be coming through from the short position.
The AK for magixx as well. The Eagle set in for SDY. It's got an AK that he can grab. Now they both got rifles, including the AWP picked up for SDY. Looking around towards elbow. Looking for one man. Give up face. Contact scene of the flip. Dreamer back to a 1 versus 1. magixx on for the quadra here. Can he turn this eco into success? Looking up here. That bomb's been planted on default. Smoke on it. Dreamer's going to stick the whole defuse. He's got a kit. magixx got to spray through right now. Doesn't see the man. Dark gets the kill way too late. So it does mean around. This is on T side. The fact that they're not getting started here is not encouraging for the Spirit cap. SDY finds that first frag of Han, at least. The AWP picking up start here in round 6. And they go in towards the A play with no CTs on site itself. The rotations will be coming in real quick, but they can walk in, get the bomb plant.
And they've been begging for an opening man advantage for a while now. Patsi even out towards the lower tunnels. Timing is decent for Bubble to get the trade back.
4-on-4 situation. That's off down. AK turned away from. Flash is involved. They see that one player, but still Magisk gets the kill back. Chopper is dealt with by REDSTAR. AK involved. Headshot. Sees Dreamer as well. Magixx makes it a triple as Victor strikes to the side. They're both solo HP here for the T's, but the bomb is in the open. There's no smoke with Victor sticking the ninja this time. Tap the bomb once, try and force the AWP forward, out and off angle, sees the headshot. Now down to 1 versus 1. magixx, 3 kills to a name. Another good tap in from Victor will force the man forward and still lose the fight. All in
progression that could come through from Dreamer into the upper tunnels all just comes down to a matter of timing until it gets watched on. Hard looking up for top mid, but the AWP is going to be able to strike onto the first. Nicely
done. magixx to fall. Expecting the reface here as the AK and mid actually deals with the player in tunnels. Molotov's down towards the mid play, and REDSTAR's going to try and look on towards tunnels himself. Patsi presses his bubble, takes damage, but he gets the kill on mid to return the man advantage. REDSTAR making a lot of noise here. Patsi knows that he's behind enemy lines. Can't get a kill towards him though. REDSTAR backs away.
Does REDSTAR look back in? M4. Oh, even wins the fight onto Patsi.
SDY trades on Victor, but Han turns the AWP up to the wallbang shot. 1 man left on 14 points of health. REDSTAR will let him cross back into the A site, so a plant can be secured at least, but what more can SDY do here?
Not a massive amount with the low HP, and he's even getting hunted out for the short position. Might not even be able to get this AWP into in. Oh, great shot for Han.
So could potentially bail out the position of a split play. magixx with the AK, can he see his man? Not quite, and a backstab involved for REDSTAR instead. Comes through, completes itself, rips apart everyone on short. Trades involved for Patsi and Chopper, but 1v3, no HP. Fiend with 7. Spirit, they themselves found an 8-4 at a certain point to win the half during the last map. Are we going to see mirrored image scorelines compared to Mirage? Well, good kill from magixx, tries to deny that. Han, caught off first and foremost, kicks things off for the T side.
And they don't commit with it, actually. Instead, they start pacing it up towards this A site, and look at the rotation that's come through from REDSTAR. He's left A completely now.
And Chopper's downstairs. Victor coming in with the backstab once again. No one's going to watch it. There's a player out towards lower tunnels, though, so Patsi can't deal with the man. So, 5 versus 3, and once again, this might be a save call for the CTs as Patsi goes for the hunt. There will not be a retake here for Fiend.
And for Fiend, if they're watching back towards CT spawn on A, and it's a perfect read from Spirit. They know the rotation lines. They know the setup. And they're even going to try to hunt these last remaining.
Dreamer with 1 pick. Be careful about how many players they throw at this here for Spirit, because their own economy is still not recovered. Shots on the Dreamer with a double up. Sees the 3rd man. Laid in by Patsi, but in the end, they do think better of it and decide to fall back here. They're not going to give up all their kills. Rifles will at least be back in with a Fiend side for this next round. They'll go 1 for 1, 2 for 1, 3 for 1 as magixx locks on a Victor in the midst of the smoke. Now towards mid control, they'll just stall the rotations of Bubble and Dreamer. Last 2 players left for Fiend, trying to they can get one last pick back against Spirit side, try and hold some resistance here towards the A site, but Spirit are the ones in control, and they'll cross slowly past these smokes.
Dreamer just trying to see if he can establish a bit of a crossfire, looking out towards that ramp position, going out very, very wide, deals with 1, not quite that second. Bubble looking for a bit of a trade back.
They're both pretty low as well, but Bubble himself is tagged. Patsi watching with the AWP, he's seen the gun barrel now, they know. Planting the bomb safe for his position. Bubble eventually falls to the hands of Patsi. Slow walking, no need. Still turn up good for the Mir. USP set in against REDSTAR. Will get forced out. The flashbang's over. He's blind as a bat. And it's 3 kills coming in so quick for him, Victor and Dreamer. 2v5 in an instant game for Fiend. Spirit just dead to rights in the mid and short control. Aggressive play from magixx. Tries to get some headshots involved. Gets his 3K. And he's recovered it all of a sudden. Glock turn around to the man who was long control. He's got the bomb for his own right. And SDY gets a pick back 1 versus 1. Can he clutch it for Spirit? Is his teammates' efforts going to go to waste? It's HP advantage for Han at this moment, and he's a headshot desperately. SDY forced to reload. Han's got a challenge for the kill, so is SDY. Shots ringing out as Han presses the issue in towards CT spawn. Can SDY bait him? No, he can't.
smoke and just getting tapped in by SDY. Even out from the long position, they have to deal with a pit player.
M4 out in the open. Bubble gets the kill against him. Dink against his name. However, AWP and Patsi can finish the job. Victor's tagged 2 more players seen. The flick gets overcooked. And now player on the site overwhelmed by Victor. 3 versus 2 to the short strike. And that long control may have just won them the rounds.
It looks like it did. They were able to overwhelm magixx pretty easily. Victor, he's down to 51 points of health. But overall, this is going to be a very tough retake.
I'll try go for it anyway. Molotovs.
Round Fiend. A good recovery there. Seemed like the early portion of that round they decide in terms of just the util. magixx making a big info play, but he needs to get back to A quickly.
Yeah, Patsi holding sight. Bubble gets tagged up by the player out towards long, and Bubble can get that kill in, but Chopper trades it. Another backstab involved for the SMG. magixx gets Dreamer. 4 versus 2. They will secure the bomb plant. The AWP gets a leg shot back on towards Chopper, but Chopper makes it his triple, and Mir just wide swings. Ferrari peaks REDSTAR. Spirit will hold the round.
And that whole sequence, it was just perfect utility usage that set the round up. So Fiend are going for the fake mid to B. They've got the cross smokes down towards the site. Chopper still on rotation.
Any site, anything. Flash forward now to allow peek forward to Chopper. Sees a gap in the smoke, does not see the T-side players that are out there. Meanwhile, the long players have acted. Chopper gets the kill on Dreamer and Victor, so the short presence is taken out. It's all to these long players. The bomb can get planted, but the retake has a 2-man advantage.
And they need kills. They've got to be able to find some space to open up on this post part. They're still in a 3v5.
Orb ready for Hani, knows that someone's out there, looks back towards the spawn, flash forward. SDY may have seen him. Molotov's coming in to drive them out of position. AK at Goose, found by magixx. REDSTAR in the back, can't do anything as Han also drops in the interim. And it's map, match, and quarter-final point here for Team Spirit to make their way into the CIS derby in the semis against Forza. 6 rounds of Fiend to deny that much. And Spirit, just players spotted, not killed, not tagged. Nades back, might do some significant damage, and 4 players tank it. Patsi, blind as a bat, still gets that kill behind and Bubble respond with 2. It's a 3v2 for Fiend.
They might as well have a bit of a crack at this. Just try and narrow down the economy even further. There's so much money for the CTs to work with.
Nades on the site. Tags Han to 13. Follow-up HG for SDY. Removes him. Incendiaries on towards Goose. Force the other man forward to Victor. It's trade back on Mir. 1-on-1 with Bubble to hold it all. And that's exactly what...
Ropz to come through for Patsi and for SDY. Fiend. Can they find a follow-up? Oh, Patsi. Jeez. Him with the orb.
He's feeling it. Maybe had a slow start in the first map, but here in a second he has kept pace with the rest of the Team Spirit average. Now it's SDY's orb to strike it. He's also been feeling it with deagles, orbs, everything. Seen several players, does not line up the collateral, but gets the kill on Han instead. Mir on the other side, back here towards Car. M4 lines up 2, and that's GG. Dreamer will try fight hard, but he's got every player to find. He gets SDY, but a bomb's in the open, and everyone's adjusted for it. Nade back, dead man walking. 16-10, and it's Spirit with a 2-0 to complete the 8-map.